Hi everybody, welcome to my YouTube makeup page. I'm going to start by working on my eyebrows. You see I have a special pen here, and it has this one side and this more defining side, and we'll be using both of them. So first you can see how I'm starting by contouring, smoothing out the eyebrows here, and then trying to get it more accurate here on both sides. Alright, and now I got this fancy brush that I'm going to use, and you're gonna like the effect of this. I'm gonna get a little color here, and basically we're going to be using this to create a more definite line above and below the eyebrow, and just make it look neater. You gotta pat it in there and kind of fan it in nice and smooth, and make sure that it's not splotchy and that you have a steady hand, because you don't want, jagged lines above and below your eyebrow. Okay, so we do it above. Notice how the contour of the eyebrow now is really taking shape here. Really taking shape. Yep, pat it in there, blot it around, smooth it in. Nice and smooth. Of course, what you do on one side of your face, you definitely want to do on the other side of your face, or you might wind up looking like Jekyll on one side and Hyde on the other, and that would be bad. So just duplicate the process on the other eyebrow, and notice how nicely that's coming along, nice and smooth. All right, now the sponge thingy, we got to fade some of this lighter color into the rest of my face here. You don't want the raccoon effect. All right, now this is a little special something that I like to use. See the cream, and you just rub it in all the way around, all over the face. We're rubbing it in, and yeah, I gotta do the sexy eyebrow thing. And now we're coming with a little more color, and I'll let you get your own appreciation for what this does. All right, so I'm using my sponge, and I'm patting this foundation in different spots, because you don't want to just try to smear it around. You want to have some foundation in each area of your face. Notice the difference in the color between my forehead and my cheek. So we're going to continue to work that. Oh my, that's a lot different there. But obviously it's something we got to do, because you want your face to match. You want your face to match. So we're going to fade it in there. And oh wow, I'm looking interesting here. But I'm going to continue the process. All right. So here is a product that I like to use to help with just making sure under my eyes I'm not too dark, and giving highlights to my nose and my eye area. This affects the appearance of light, how light bounces off your face. It can affect the shape of your nose. It can help with if you have dark spots under your eyes, and it also helps to define your eyes. And you can fan it. You have to fan it if you want it to look good. You have to fan it into the rest of your skin color, so that it's a nice smooth look. Okay, so I'm going to move on to a new color and a new process. I'll start with this larger brush, and just dab it on there. You have to do duck lips, of course, to get this right. I'm going to do some highlights here on each cheek. All right. Also using it up top, because we want to also do some blending. Make sure his colors are even. Make sure that you don't have any blotchy spots on your forehead as well. And just kind of go in a nice circular motion here. Give some sexy looks to the camera. Make sure you like what you see. Alright, now we're coming to this brush with the kind of tapered shape to it. And we're going to use that to help do the contrast to the light highlight that we just did on the nose and in the corners of the eyes, and that will help make it look more natural. And just fan it in. You'll notice this fanning in process is very important so that your overall look, give the sexy looks to the camera, your overall look is good. All right, so now we're going to I call it the stop sign pack. The stop sign pack, shaped like a stop sign. It's got some color in it. I'm going to use my nice big brush here, and I'm going to do my cheeks with this pack, this product. Yeah, see how that looks? Do on one side what you do on the other. Things have got to match here. All right, and notice how it is making my cheeks look radiant. Yeah, you know, when you see the eyebrows, that means I'm liking what I'm seeing. Okay, now this is a product you gotta put on again with a sponge, and you can notice it's kind of light in color, but it also helps to set the overall color and tone of your face. And so it's important though, when you're putting this on, that you are able to not have a blotchy result, but that you're able to rub it and fan it into the rest of your face. It makes your face look nice and smooth. This is what gives the skin a flawless look, and so it's good when we're using that product. But we've got to move on to our next product as well. You know, face is a comprehensive deal here, so there are lots of things we got to get to here. All right, so this is going to give us a light highlight above the eye, or on the eyelid, and the finger really is the best way to smooth this out and to contour it and to give it shape. And we're going to just work that in, shape it. That's right. Notice how well the fingers work in this process, and notice how these lighter highlights, how they are starting to make my eyes look nice and sexy. And here's another product that I'm going to use to kind of help tone it and smooth it and make it look more like a natural eye highlight, and also fan it into the rest of my face. Okay, so here's another product that's for eyelids and helps with color and highlights and overall look. And so what color I want? This one right here. Okay, so I'm going to take that and I'm going to use that to help with the transition between the lighter color on the eyelid and the skin around it. Doing that on both sides again. And notice how it's fading now very naturally into my skin color around the eyes. All right, so now we're going to add some hue or color to this eye design. A little darker, ruddier color in the corner, and kind of arch it over. Yeah, and it's going to create a nice contrasting design with the lighter areas. I'm going to do that on both sides, and it also helps with the transitioning, having some of that hue in the transition, and then making sure that the presence of the hue in the corners is there. So you need that there, but you need to fan that properly into the face and then into the rest of the eyelid color detail. And notice how it gives the eyes contour, especially it accentuates that Asiatic eye look by giving shape to the eye, especially in the corners and the outer corners. Okay, coming with another color, and yeah, I just gave you the finger, but that's because that's what we're going to use to spread this. It is the best tool for this process of continuing to fan and define the whole eye color scheme, eyelid color scheme, I should say. And notice how nice that looks. Yeah, sexy look to the camera again. And now for eyelashes. And you gotta make sure with eyelashes that they are tasteful. And so, like magic, voila. And notice they even though they are more prominent, they are not too large, they're not too gaudy, they're just right. And we're going back to the stop sign, pack, and we're going to use a different color. Got a brush here. Yeah, gotta have the brushes for some of these processes and the finger for others. All right, so we're highlighting the cheeks and the cheekbones, and that makes your face look sexy. Use a little bit of this on the nose. We're going to get rid of the Rudolph effect and make sure that we don't have any bright spots on the bottom of the nose. And now I'm going to go to this other color that helps to just fade what I've done on my nose into the rest of my skin, and then also any dark spots in the corners of my eye. Alright, so I got my Big Mac Daddy pencil here. It's going to line my lips, and I am going to be the sexiest girl in the house when I get done with this process. And so here we now put the color inside the lines. Now this goes back to kindergarten, where you learn the color inside the lines. Num, 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 num. Gotta do that. That's how you make it spread nice and evenly on your lips. There's another yum, 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 yum. All right, so this, of course, is gloss. And we're just going to put a little bit of that on there. Yum, 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 yum. And notice now how sexy my lips look. Matter of fact, look how sexy I look. It's all working well. Now, of course, these processes don't work as well if you're not able to give sexy looks to the camera. So bye for now.